like, so the UK is very different to like the States. So when my friends tell me how much it costs to put their hair in braids, I'm like, I would never.
$2,569.
I would never. I'm like, I don't have it. I'm really sorry. I will be bored. Like, I don't have it. Like, I go to an auntie and she does my braids for £70.
There's aunties in America. Don't let Instagram fool you.
Of course
they're in the back.
No, but like, I pay £70 to put my hair in braids, and I know that that's very cheap. So if I have a little bald patch, I can't be mad at auntie. Me, I didn't want to spend the money to go and get my hair done.
Thank you.
Like,
we appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
That is the truth.
Yes.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. How y'all doing? Are y'all good? Are you guys good? Well, if you're not good, I hope that your days get progressively better. I hope this video just gives you a little bit of calm, a little bit, kiki time or whatever. So listen, I'm not even going to do too much chit chat. I'm going to try to get right into the video. So as you can see by the title, we are going around the world to look at braid prices. Now, as you know, the last video I did was specifically braid prices here in the United States. And that led me, as I was, digging through the little, rabbit hole, it led me to, realizing that, it's something that I had thought about a while ago and I had forgotten I want to come back to. Now, I did another video way back when about the girls who do this thing called Travel Olympics. And basically what they do is travel maintenance Olympics. They do prep in order to go on vacation, and they spend boatloads of money in order to go on vacation, which I never understood. I still don't understand. I want to spend my money on eating and all the things that have to do with being on vacation. But these people, and just people in general, I guess, I'm not even going to put anybody in a box, but people tend to spend more money getting ready to go away. And one of the things that, I noticed as Black women, we tend to look for protective styles because it's easier for us when we go out of town, whether it be wigs, braids, or those type of things. But as much as I've traveled and no matter where I've gone, I've always seen people with braids and different things. And I always wonder if they got their hair done in the place that we're at or if they got it done prior to. And I always wonder, why would you spend $800 here in the States to get your hair done in somewhere like Jamaica or so, where it's like 1/3 of the price to get your hair done, as far as I've checked out. So instead of spending $800 here, why wouldn't you spend like $100 in Jamaica? Why wouldn't you take a day to just, get your hair done? But I understand, people have like itineraries now that they pay for and all that stuff that I don't understand. But, I understand that their days are jam packed. But to me, I feel like the United States might be the highest place to get your hair done. Canada might be right behind it, but United States is definitely one of the highest places. So I was just curious because we, as Black folks, we everywhere. We are everywhere. And I know that, especially Africans, they're almost everywhere. So, I just thought it was interesting to look at different countries that probably you haven't even thought of, or places that you may have wanted to visit or have visited. And I was curious, how much is it for you to get your hair done in these places? Is the styles the same? Is the quality the same for the price, the price point? But we're going to just look at the different places. Like we're going to China, Russia. I ain't going to Russia, but we're going to Greece and different places. And if I missed any place, just let me know. If you want more videos like this, let me know. If you have any ideas or stuff that you want to see, let me know, because this video is actually, it made me excited to do it. I'm not going to do too much talking because it's really just understanding different places and how, people get the hair and just all the things that are in between that. And also what I will do, because some of the prices are not in USD, I'll try to insert the USD prices. And towards the end of the video, I will have some of the clips that have maybe music, just so that you can still get the prices, because I thought the prices were interesting. But it's a lot of music playing in these videos. So I apologize ahead of time about it's like some muffled sounds. And I don't know why these girls put this music in these videos. That's just me, stuff. I don't know why they put the music in the videos, and the music is higher than their voice. So it sounds a little weird. So I hope that you can understand what they're saying. If not, you'll get the gist of really the styles and the prices, because most of them have the prices listed. But yeah, I think it's interesting, that it's always cheaper to get things done somewhere else than it is in the United States. And are you one of those people that have gone to other countries to get your hair done? I know people have gone to Ghana and Jamaica and made a trip out of it just to get their hair done because the whole trip, vacation, and everything was cheaper than getting a set of braids here. So, yeah. So let's get into the video because, you know, I will rabble down that rabbit hole. And I will not be interjecting too much in the video because it is a long video and it's pretty self-explanatory. But where I feel the need to jump in, I'll jump in. But I'll try to make the video play as much as possible. You know, I talk through the videos, y'all. So I'll be here with y'all. Make sure you get in the comments. And I don't know what's in my eye. Make sure you get to the comments. I love to see you guys interacting. I try to interact as much as I can. Usually I try to interact within the first hour or so, 2 hours at most. And then I'll come back throughout the time to, you know, just interact and talk to you guys and answer or ask some of the questions and, you know, just get this discussion going. I like the community that we've built. So let me get into the video. Stop talking, y'all. All right. Let's get to the first.
Good morning, guys. Come with me to go get braids done. I am going to be paying about $200. I believe in Kenya back then I would have paid about $10. So you can look after and tell me if it's worth $200 and how much you could pay for the same braids in Kenya. Okay guys, this is the end result. It took about 2 hours.
That's a lot of hair.
To finish, and I paid $180. So what do you think? Is it worth it? And how much would you pay for this in Kenya right now?
Today is my first full day in Nairobi, Kenya, and come with me to get my braids done. Because you mean to tell me I can get my braids done for $20? Yeah, I'm in. But first, let's get some snacks because I hadn't had breakfast and I was starving. So I just grabbed a soda and some light snacks and in we go. So today I am at Spritz Hair Studio. I get my braids done here every time I come back. This place is very clean. The hairstylists are very professional.
It's nice.
And so within 10 minutes I had a hairstylist consulting with me.
Jump scare.
In all seriousness though, they really did a good job. They recommended that I do a strengthening treatment because my hair was kind of breaking off. I hadn't taken care of it for months. So after the treatment, I got into the dryer and then we started working on my hair. So here we're just blow drying my hair because that shrinkage is absolutely disrespectful. Soon enough, I had 3 people working on my head. Like, they're actually very fast. I thought I would sit in the chair for 6 hours. Usually that's approximately how much time it takes to do your braids, but in 3 hours, guys, I'm not even joking, 3 hours I was done. Here is Bonnie putting mousse on my hair. Actually, if you're ever in Spritz in Nairobi, Kenya, ask for Bonnie. He did a really good job and he made sure I felt okay the whole time.
Wow.
So here I just did my makeup to make sure I love the braids, and
Ready.
I sure did. These are very lightweight. These are the knotless boho braids, and now I am proper ready for vacation. Follow for more. Okay, bye.
I fly from Los Angeles, LA into Nairobi, Kenya for a day before going on vacation to get my hair braided. I got it done at the same place I went before, the Lavis Couture Beauty Parlor by my same ladies. Again, it's a one-stop shop.
Nice.
Hair, nails, toes, all in one place. And then I got my hair washed. I paid $7 extra for the wash. So this time my total was $39 USD. And also this time it took 6 hours as opposed to 2 because my hair has grown back in, much longer, thicker, and fuller. Started off with one lady braiding it and then an additional joint. And I brought my own curly pieces. However, hair is included here. So the total price would be like $39. But I did bring my own curly pieces to achieve this color. Very, very professional place. I love it here. They did such a good job. And look how long the braids are.
Wow.
I didn't even ask for this length. They just did them that long. And again, only $39 US. So can't be beat. Just make sure you check them out if you're ever in town.
It is my second to last day in Nigeria, so of course I have to get braids done before I leave. A friend told me about Braiders Club and I booked immediately. I like that they had an online booking rather than WhatsApp because you can see the prices up front. Of course, we started off with taking out my cornrows and washing and blow drying my hair. They didn't have 1B, so I decided to try some color. I did 27, 6, 13, and 30. I started with one braider and then a second one eventually joined in. More on this later. But eventually I got hungry, so I got some KFC. KFC is always better abroad than in the US. I got the fried chicken, yam fries, and plantain. As As you can see, I struggled to stay awake, but at some point I woke up and realized that the hair was finally done.
Wow.
I sprayed the hair oil, blow dried it, put the hot water, and then mousse at the end, of course, and this is the final look. Started at 10 a.m. and finished before 7 p.m. I think next time I would want a cooler blonde instead of this honey blonde, but this was still nice. Now, remember how I said I had two braiders? The braider on one side was adding the hair further down than the braider on the other side, which made it look a little bit like I had uneven hair growth. But anyway, I paid 55,000 naira, not including tip.
£50 home service braids in the UK. Can you imagine? So the lady actually came over to my house and made this hair, and it cost me just £50. I think I like it though. It's quite a simple hairstyle and I like it. Okay, so this is when we started. She came and started preparing the attach and head straight to braiding. She actually came late. She came 5 p.m. in the evening. You know, I remember when she came, I was like, man, this is night shift, and we all busted into laughter. Okay, so she came quite late in the evening, 5, but around 11:30 p.m. we had finished. Okay, because it's quite a simple and straightforward hairstyle. I like her hand. Trust me, I didn't even feel no pain on my scalp because I have a sensitive skin. That's why I don't also do complex hairstyle, because I can't manage the pains. So, but here I couldn't even feel any pain.
$60, yes, is the amount of money I charge for this gorgeous knotless braid hairstyle. Yes, just $60. If you're interested to have this same hairstyle, just put in the comment section interested, and I'm gonna make myself available for you. Everything is clean. Oui, Mago, j'ai dit $60. Tu me donnes $60 et tu as la même coiffure sur ta tête. Apprécie toi-même le travail.
I don't know what she's saying, but I will tell you that them parts look good.
Vraiment. Bye guys. Bisous.
Okay, so this girl is just showing the prices of what she charged. I can't even believe it's $20 and $25 for some braids. Yeah, and I'm talking through because I had to cut the music out, but look at the prices. And this one is British Columbia is Canada. So this also is a situation where the braids are pretty cheap. And I'm wondering if the hair is included. Even if the hair wasn't included. Oh my.
So y'all, I made a big mistake. I went to Jamaica with a quick weave, and it wasn't a fresh one. It was a little old, you know what I'm saying? But I was rushing. So my cousin and I ended up finding a braiding shop. This is my cousin. She got the straight backs butt length with human curly pieces. Guess how much she paid, y'all? Get a little closer. She's a cheapskate. But guess how much we paid for these in Jamaica? $30. She was feeling herself. She was looking so good. And I got the same style minus the curly pieces because I wanted to keep my hair in a little longer. Overall, 10 out of 10.
With me to get goddess braids in Jamaica for $50. Yes, I said it right. $50 US. Hey guys, we are getting my hair. Oh, I'm not showing up like this. Guys, we are getting my hair braided in Jamaica. We're gonna see how this goes. We are walking to the lady. The directions were by the bank, whatever that means. So we're going by the bank, and hopefully she's there waiting for us. And so my mom and I started our journey, and she's from the city. She's from Mandeville, so that's why we do this type of foolishness, stuff like this. And the walk was about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, so not too bad at 7 a.m.
It's not bad.
We hit our spot by the bank, and it was a clearly labeled beauty salon, so, you know, it wasn't too hard to find. And I was the first person in the chair that morning, so I was pretty grateful, you know, I'm grateful she got me in early. And we didn't start braiding until around 8:16. I'll have to excuse me, I get a little bit shy coming in public. I hooked up my book to make some good use of my time. And then at around 10:20, I got a good look at the parts. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't exactly sure how I felt about it at first because I'm used to doing it super fine. But she told me she wouldn't have time to do it super fine, that have to be medium. So I was fine with it. Took a mini break in the back so I could do a job interview on the phone at home. Super random, I know. And then by 12:24, guys, we were on the top of my head. Y'all, she was moving. At this point, the salon was in full swing. So it was just kind of nice to see what they'd be talking about. Like, wagwan in Jamaica. Like what the lady's talking about. Okay. I have no idea what I'm saying, guys. Anyways, by 12:57, I was getting my hair dipped. Hair was in water, and I was loving the way that I was looking in the mirror, guys. I don't know why I was like minorly tripping in the beginning. I don't really know, but guys, the hair came out bust down, busty bust. This would have cost at least $180 in the US, and that's a good price. I waited for my mommy to come pick me up, and we were done, guys. I love the results. Go get your hair in Jamaica. Stop spending your bag in the US before your vacation. Get it done on vacation. Bye, guys.
Now, see, that's exactly what we were talking about. I'm going to interject right here real quick. if you don't know, my family is from Jamaica, so we do go to Jamaica quite often. And I know for a fact that the braids are cheaper in Jamaica than they are here, and usually they take less time, and you can buy all the supplies there. Will they be more expensive? Sometimes, yes. Just bring the hair with you. But all that to say, how are we feeling about the hairstyles for the prices? I mean, so far we haven't even hit $100 and something really. And for the quality of hair, I really think that, oh my gosh, why are we getting our hair done here and we're going on vacation? I'm telling y'all, if y'all will stop making these appointments that y'all can't even get to because the girls are canceling the appointments right before y'all vacation, and just go ahead and say, you know what, I'm cool. I'm going to meet my hairdresser at 8 o'clock when I land in Jamaica or wherever it is I'm going. And how do we feel about the customer service that these people are getting? Wash, blow dry, treatments. Let's get into the video, y'all, because what?
Hi guys, come with me to go make my hair after carrying my braids for more than 3 months. My
Korea.
appointment time was 11 a.m. but I arrived 2 hours earlier. So I had to go to a cafe in the train station to wait. I was so bored at this point, so I just wanted to show you guys what was inside my bag. It was Paris perfume wherever they go. So this is
not her doing a what's in my bag.
Diffuser. I also had painkillers for the headache and lip gloss. And the lip gloss Curly. And also, there's one regret I had coming to Korea. Extra $5 for blow drying. Yeah, I made a short hair. Cafe in the train station to wait. I was come with me to go make my hair after carrying my braids for more than 3 months. My appointment time was 11 a.m. but I arrived.
I don't know what happened. The video
so I had to go
skipped.
to a cafe in the train station to wait. I was so bored at this point, so I just wanted to show you guys what was inside my bag. It was Paris perfume wherever they go. So this is my perfume oil and then my perfume diffuser. I also had painkillers for the headache and lip gloss. And the lip gloss Curly. And also, I had my AirPods.
Girl, we don't want to see what's in your bag.
Just to keep my hands moisturized.
We gotta watch it twice.
A colored lip gloss, a lighter, and also
a lighter.
I came with my contact lens. I don't know what all these things were doing in my bag, but yeah. Honestly, I got tired of waiting, so I had to text my hairstylist if I could come in earlier. And yeah, she agreed. My advice to any black girl from an African country moving to a new country, maybe to a Western country, is to learn a skill, especially making braids, because it's gonna
make money.
So much money.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. Yeah, you can make money and you can also save money. Yeah, that's one regret I had coming to Korea without knowing how to make braids. So learn how to make your own hair as a survival skill.
I like when they say making braids. I hear that in a lot of African cultures.
And also because I didn't know my way around. She started making my hair immediately and she had to blow dry my hair because I have a fussy hair. Okay, the price for this hair was $145 and extra $5 for blow drying.
Pretty
yeah, I made a short hair. So, yeah. Do you guys think it was worth the price or not? I think it was. She was the cheapest person that I contacted. She was so nice. She asked me if I liked the hair.
Pretty so far.
She took. Yeah, this is
so pretty.
Touch, and I was so happy. So happy actually. And I went back to my city. This was
like
my bus stop, waiting for my bus to come so I could go to my man's house or your man's house or our man's house. I was just joking. Anyways, I was going back to my dorm. And then this was made the next day, looking all good. Bye guys.
Come with me to get my hair braided in Korea. I've been going to the same place for years, and that's Elohim Hair and Beauty in Itaewon. She does all of my protective styles like sewing and braids. I always supply my own hair. Like I'll bring my own Bahamian hair in my own bundles when I get my hair done. 2 people did my hair. And as you can see, there's a lot of rows because I wanted it to be full of like the curly hair this time. So that's why there's so many. At this point, I was so tired because I was sitting in the chair for 8 hours.
Nice.
This is how it looked immediately after it was done, and I was so in love with my hair at this point. It's super long, as you can see, but the aunties did not want to cut my hair. They said it would ruin the beauty of the hair, but they gave me a nice little middle part. I was really satisfied and so happy. It's just really nice to find a good place where you can get your hair done in Korea because there's a lot of unreliable places. And I'm just happy that I found my go-to place. See you next time.
Can you guys believe I got these braids done for 500 rands in South Korea?
I don't know how much 500 rands are. I'm going to try to put it on the screen, but oh my God. That looks really, really good. It's super long. So she's just showing and showing us.
You know, it's crazy to admit, as a black girl, out of my whole 21 years of life, this is my first time getting my hair braided by somebody else. So come with me to get my hair braided for the first time in South Korea. I was fine when I woke up, but I started to get pissed because why would it start raining when I'm walking? Like, come on now. Let's be for real. But I got there, y'all. When I tell you, they got on my head. It was 5 of them ladies. They was working, y'all. This appointment was supposed to be a 4-hour appointment, and they cut it in half. I got knotless braids past the booty length in 2 hours. Like, what? At first, I was kind of nervous, but as I was there, y'all, the vibes was real good, real chill. It didn't take them no time to finish up this little pea head. She took her little pictures of me and put on her Instagram, and then I was on my merry little way, feeling myself, honey. And when I got home, I wanted to show y'all a full view of their hair, y'all. It's so long and beautiful, so silky. Y'all, they did day 1 and day 2. Shout out to Alexis Braids. If you're here in the Camp Humphreys area, please go check her out, y'all.
I think that's Japan.
Her ladies did amazing on my hair, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you, girl.
Braided in South Korea. So happy. Like, I just got tired of looking like a chicken head. Baby, when you look good, you feel good. I'm a firm believer on it. But anyways, this braider is so sweet. She offered me snacks. And y'all, she allowed me to see my braids, like what she was already doing, her parts RT. And she was pretty fast. And she cheap. Book with your girl, Haka Beauty. I will be back. Bye.
Braided in Seoul, South Korea. So before I go, I'm going to do a little bit of my makeup because I want to look a beat 10 out of 10 all around. The city of Seoul is just so beautiful. I love the infrastructure and it just looks so wholesome. I don't know how to describe it. We ran into some traffic, so I was running a little late, but the views were amazing. Oh my goodness, like the sunset. Let's get freaking into it. It's so beautiful here and the sunsets are just amazing. So I arrived and they blew up my hair. I was honestly so surprised how long my hair has grown, but it's crazy to see that like I post my natural hair on social media because old me would have been like, Olivia, you never show your hair if it's in its natural state. So we love to see the growth and the confidence in my natural self. But guys, they were working so freaking fast. Like it was 4 people and it took only 4.5 hours. So definitely come here if you're in Seoul and looking to get some amazing high quality braids, because they definitely did the job. They are called like Destiny Hair Braiding on TikTok, so I'll definitely link it in the caption. But they did an amazing, beautiful job. I was feeling myself.
Oh, they look
so
good.
And then we paid. It was about 140,000. And yeah, we were walking on the streets of Itaewon after. This is definitely for the party goers and not for us, but it was cool to walk around and see what the nightlife was like
in Paris.
Okay, so here's the finished result of my hair. Yesterday, I told you that they would take down my hair, wash it, and re-braid it. It took 4.5 hours total for everything, and this was 90 euros. So I told them to keep my little baby hairs out. I'm gonna show you in detail so you don't think, you know, you're getting what you would get in the States, because I'm very particular with parting and the parts
but it's
aren't
okay.
crispy as they would have been in the States. So yeah, but I'm very happy with the length. You just bring your own hair. It's like hair stores right next door to all of these shops in the area.
Long.
I'll link the shop that I went to in the caption.
Girl, that look good.
Hold on.
And they ain't parting real good here in the U.S. anyway.
Ooh, look at that belly. But here it is. Here are the braids. I opted for curly. I never really do curly, but I love them. You can see the parts.
Yeah, all right.
They're not as crispy, but these are gonna get the job done. So don't expect that you're gonna get the States. You know how stylists
try not always
with the parts and stuff. She did a great
let's
job.
Be real.
I love my hair. But for my Americans, just be mindful that it's not the same as like you go into a shop and getting some crispy
The braids are still nice.
Other than that, they're not tight at all. Very efficient, very quick. It was one lady, and then for like 20 minutes, because they noticed I was pregnant and tired, Like 3 people got on my head at one point for maybe like 20 minutes. But for the most part, took 4.5 hours. It was not bad at all.
Oh, nice.
But
girl, you are very pregnant.
Finished results.
They're nice.
Can't tell me nothing, girl. These are labor braids. Yeah, that's it.
Trip to my favorite city in the world, Paris, but my hair's not done, so we need to amend that expeditiously. And after this experience, I feel like I'm just gonna keep getting my hair done in Paris. Like I said, I love this city, been several times, but I had no idea that Paris basically has its own 125th Street. And my New York girls, you know exactly what that means. They had the shea butter stands, the African braiding shops, the beauty supply stores. Could have fooled me because you would have thought I was in Harlem. But I had to wash my hair.
You got a lot of hair, girl.
If you've been following my international hair saga, you know that I had braids like a few days ago. Didn't like them, took them out, and didn't know what the hell I was gonna do next with my hair. And if you know me, you know I hate doing my hair. I cannot do it. So we needed to make something work. But first, gelato. And this was probably some of the best gelato I've ever had. I decided to take the long way and walk to my appointment because it was a beautiful fall day. And for me, you really can't enjoy Paris unless you're walking. There's a huge concentration of braiding shops in this area, probably like 30 to 40. So my best advice is to show them a picture of what you want and ask about the price. This is the actual braiding shop that I ended up going with, but I probably went to 30 different ones asking about the price, negotiating. Okay, the art of negotiation is paramount, especially if your French isn't fooling anybody like me. I mean, they know I'm not from here, so you just got to stand 10 toes down. Don't let them play you on the price. But when I came to this shop and met my braider Alice, I just loved her energy. She wasn't pushy. She flat out said, if you don't like it, don't pay me. I mean, obviously I paid her because I loved it, but I asked for small boho knotless braids with more curls than braids, and she quoted me 70 euros. It only took about 6 hours.
Is it just me, but girl maintenance is gradually getting expensive and is no longer enjoyable anymore? But anyways, welcome to the beauty maintenance series where I take you guys along with me on my beauty maintenance appointments. Obviously today is hair day and I'm getting my braids done. I'm currently at my hairstylist and I'm getting the Alicia Keys braid. Yeah, it took a total of 7 hours for her to finish, and this is just like halfway done, and boom, we are done. And I absolutely love my braids. This was how much I spent on it, which I think is reasonable if I'm being honest, and I love my hair, so I'm just going to see you guys in episode 3.
As of late, whenever I'm in Nassau, I go to Rainbow Hair and Nails Beauty Salon to get some braids. I have been liking braids lately. That lady in the pink and yellow, she is really good. Her and Tasha, they are my preferred braiders. The 2 other ladies, this is their first time doing my hair, and I think they did a great job. There definitely is consistency across the board at this company. Did I say it was in Soldier Road? I had to pause and come back. So I did not say this on Soldier Road. It is on Soldier Road, right opposite
Bahamas.
The pricing is good, but it has been fluctuating for me, so I need to start confirming my pricing since it's getting a bit expensive for me, but I know their prices to be reasonable overall.
Got my hair braided in Nassau, Bahamas.
Wow, she flew in. I know that's right, girl. So I think I must have cut the music out.
She asked if I ever got relaxed because it was so thick to brush.
Wow, she's got a lot of hair. Okay.
Her daughter wanted me to hold her.
Not holding the baby. That's always so strange to me. Child, if you got to hold the baby, get your hair done quicker, then girl, go ahead and do it. So far, so good. They look good. And I can hear the weird music in the background. I apologize for that. I tried to cut it out. They look good.
I love it. Neatest braids I've ever gotten. Only $90.
Very good. $90. Child. Very cute.
I finally found a braider that I actually like in Costa Rica. So one of my friends went to go get her hair done, and I'm like, please, let me know how you like her, all of that. She showed me her hair. I liked it, so I decided to come today. It's about 25 minutes from my house. It was $180. It took her 4 hours, and y'all know I have a big ass head, so I was so happy that it did not take her a long time. I'm not tender-headed, so I don't know how to even rate that. But altogether, This is as good as it's going to get, and I'm very appreciative and I'm happy, and this is about to last me until I go to Atlanta at the end of September. So I'm happy. And if you're in Costa Rica or visiting and want to get your hair done, I will, just message me, comment, and I'll send you her information. But yeah, I'm happy. We're about to eat. I'm sorry it's so loud over here. I'll see y'all on my next post. I will be making flautas de pescado, and I know y'all gonna really like that one. It's super easy and good. Bye.
Come with me to get my braids done in Panama. It was only a 10-minute walk from my place, so right in the heart of the city. So I took my blown out hair and walked to the studio on this very hot day. But once I got there, the air was blowing and she made me feel comfortable. Naomi and her mom took about 8 hours to finish my hair. And when I was done,
oh wow,
I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, it looked amazing. Like the parts were so clean, like they did not miss. They got the color blend like on point to the T. I sent them the inspo and they got it. Like I found this place on Instagram. So yeah, I'll be coming back.
Hey y'all, so story time. In Panama, beautiful country. It's
$40.
and I'm a black girl with a sew-in and a little bit of leave out. So come to get my hair braided. That is that leave out. I turned into an afro. So. Oh no, we can't. They're taken care of. And I ran into the sweetest lady. She lives in Panama, but she's from Jamaica. Her name is Rochelle. Shout out to Rochelle. She hooked me up, like just started braiding my hair immediately. This is when we got to her house. She was sweet. We were laughing, joking, talking. I'm like, girl, you gotta get you in the States. We're gonna get home 90 days Beyonce, y'all. Welcome to America.
Girl.
But anyway. So anyway, we had a good time. She braided the front of my hair, which, I wanted to like have like that little braided front, sew in back type of thing. And I had just enough leave out to do it.
That's smart.
So my girl Rochelle hooked me together. Shout out to my cousins. They took me. They live in Panama, so they are residents there. And they found Rochelle and took me to get my hair braided because I was not going to be in there like on vacation with a half afro, half sewing. It wasn't going to happen. So yeah, we were just talking about how tender-headed I was and how she was so good. So this was the finished result.
Cute.
Cute. Now the track was saying, shout out to Rochelle.
Got my hair braided in Brazil and it only took 5 hours and it cost me probably like $120 USD. Come with me to go get my hair braided. We are in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I had an appointment this morning for 10:30 and it's been quite the morning. I woke up with food poisoning. It was so awful. I just thought I wasn't going to come, so I let her know that my friend was coming, but I'm probably not going to be able to make it. But I recovered a lot sooner than I thought. So I asked her, because it was like an hour after my appointment. My appointment was 10:30, and so by 11:30 I was feeling a lot better. And I was like, hey, can I still come? She said no. And that's it.
She said no.
Because we're supposed to go to the beach and the island afterwards or tomorrow, and I didn't have my hair done. So I made peace with the fact that I'm just going to have to go and get me some Brazilian curly hair products and wear my hair curly. But then she said, you can come at 1:30. So now it is 1:15 and I am on my
Will never happen
to
here.
see how this goes. So my braider was all the way in Hostinha, the favela, and I didn't record anything because I was kind of spooked. Everybody said, don't have your phone out over there, be careful. And I got over there, I got lost. I had to ask a random man for help. Thankfully, he helped me, but I made it all the way to her apartment, and the appointment actually turned out to be really good. Would you guys believe me if I told you this only took 5 hours? I was so impressed. I love it.
Okay, y'all, come with me to go get my hair braided in Salvador, Bahia. Her Instagram name is knotless Braids Salvador, and I'll put the information in the comments. I was a little nervous because this was the first day I was without my friend Dom, and quite frankly, I believe this was like my third day here. But she was very professional. She completed my hair in a timely manner. I think the whole process took about 5 hours, and I was in and out. Here she's at the crown of my head, and I just knew I was in good hands because Brazil has the second largest population of black people in the world. So I wanted to go for a look that was inspired by the culture in Salvador, Bahia. I went with some beads that were very colorful.
Wow,
and I felt that were very
pretty.
Afrocentric, that represented my new location well. I wanted something playful that I never had because I am a retired veteran and I was just going for a change in look. I love the final outcome, and I mean, she just did her big one. I ordered my Uber and returned home, and I ordered a moped, y'all. I'm just gagging because I just be doing stuff. But look at the braids.
You know there's no way I could come to Brazil and not get my hair done, because the looks that the girlies be pulling out here is different. And you already know I'm trying to be a baddie Brasileira, and this is the final step. I mean, other than learning Portuguese, obviously. We're working on it, okay? We're working on it. But for now, let's get into this hair. Either this is the current trend or it's just really Brazilian, but I was seeing this boho goddess braid style everywhere. And so I thought, rather than try and do something really different, I should lean into it and let them do what they do best. And I'm so glad I did, because the hair that they use is something I've never seen before. I don't know how to describe it. Mama Lion said it was some kind of like biosynthetic hair. All I know is that it's super soft, does really well with product, and it's been over a week and it is still perfect. I've done boho braids with human hair, synthetic hair, expression, everything, and this is good stuff. It's been really refreshing to see the different braiding techniques here and how we can have the same style but interpreted differently across the diaspora. And it was at this moment that I clocked how bright blonde I was going to be. But again, I'm in Brazil. There's no need to be understated, and I love that. Be warned though, this is not a quick hairstyle, which is why we were so happy to be nearly done 9 hours later. I said I wanted it shorter, but I was not expecting this. I have never had someone cut my braids so meticulously. In the UK, you are lucky if your braids are even cut in a straight line. And you know I'm not exaggerating. And that's something I really love about Colombo hair. I've never been anywhere where you can get a cut, colour, treatment, braids, you name it, and it's all by Afro hair specialists. And I saw all of that and more at my appointment. Can we get into how perfect these beachy long layers are? What do you think? Am I approaching Brazilian baddie territory? Because I'm almost starting to feel like one.
So I had to interject because Brazil is one of the places that I have been to. And it is a heavy population of Afrocentric people. As you know, Portugal and Brazil, if you don't know, have a heavy African descent people, like us. And the hair that they have there, I think they take better care of their hair than we do. So when I went there, I was like, the braiding styles that the do you call them native people? The people of Brazil had were just beautiful. I mean, I saw some braids there that I didn't see anywhere else. So like Panama and Brazil definitely would be a place where I wouldn't even second guess it. Looking at some of these braids, so I promise you, for the price, I would be willing to go and let them braid these blocks, girl. I'm telling you, let's get back into the video, y'all.
So it's my first morning in Salvador. I'm going to get my hair braided by a lovely lady that I found on TikTok. God bless the app. Take you along to see what it's like to get hair braided in another country. Personally, for me, traveling long term, one of the hardest things to do or maintain is my hair. Show you how I do it and how it goes and all that stuff. So I found the place, I think. I have no idea. My data isn't working. Classic. And I've just walked into this random place and there's a tortoise.
Tortoise?
That is a real tortoise. Okay, see if that's correct. I feel this could be it. I hope this is it. I have no fucking data. People helping out. Into the wrong house early before. That tortoise was not from here, it was from the house next door, so blessings on blessings, I got to see a tortoise, which is alright, halfway through, she had unprepared. Love that I don't have to feed it, but I'm unprepared. I have no headphones or anything to do because I normally have to feed the hair. So loving this, but it is what it is. Perfect colour, love it. T1 and 27 ombre mixed together. Best colour in the world, if you ask me. Got here at 7, it's about 9:30 a.m. I reckon we'll be done at probably like nearly 12. That's going to be my guess. I'll let you know if I was right or wrong. This is all as well going to cost 280 reals, which is about £40, and included the hair, which is a great deal.
Wow.
50% less than what I would pay in London. 100%, 150% less than what I would pay in Melbourne. So, you know this every time. I never eat before, and I never bring snacks and water. Like, I forget that it takes fucking hours to get your hair done. So I'm starving and so thirsty.
Wow, not bad.
Get my hair braided wherever I travel. So I decided to stop by Afro Hair Shop in Mexico City. I messaged their IG page 2 hours before showing up. They washed my hair for me, blow dried it, and I asked for big boxed braids. And you know how a lot of these African aunties don't listen to you when you give them directions? That was absolutely not the case with Anna. I told her I didn't want harsh chemicals or gel. She listened. I told her I wanted the box braids to be bigger. I wanted the ends to be curly. She accommodated every request that I had and was super patient with me. And this was the final product. I loved it, and I would highly recommend if you're in Mexico City.
Always asking me, where do I go to get my hair braided here in Mexico? So y'all want to go with me to get my hair braided here in Mexico? First, come with me to pick up the hair. This lady sells hair outside of her house. Hola! So this is my first time in here, but y'all got all the hair. Whatever hair you need, they got it for you. And yes, this is right here in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Look at that.
Wow.
It's $7.20, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Not just the one bead. They got every color you need. Thank you so much. So, let me tell you. This cost me $36. Now, I looked up the hair online because I was going to get it shipped. The custom fees and all that, it was $80-something to the salon. So I am here and it's about to get this mane braided.
Hello, this is Ruth here and I'm in Playa del Carmen and I do braids, extensions or whatever. So
This lady said to me, do you want some breakfast first? And I was like, and do.
Oh, wow.
Good.
this is simply beans mixed with some Cameroonian spices.
It smells good.
It smells good.
And they feed you?
That's like a typical Cameroon breakfast.
Now, we are going to get started. Surgery time. I'm trying to explain to other people that you have to clear your whole schedule for a day because you're getting your hair done. Some people just can't relate. Those who get it know exactly what I mean. So we got the French braid going on. She is moving fast. What, halfway done?
Yeah.
She is moving fast. Let me go back to sleep. Hands of a goddess. I keep going to sleep, but we're getting close to the finish line. Are you tired?
Very tired. I'm insanely tired.
Promise you, these look good, but I'm never doing this small of a style again. You do it all. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever had them this small in my entire life. This looks so good. Yeah, show the back. They need to see the back. Y'all see that?
Look good.
Yeah.
Come with me to get 14-hour, extra small, extra voluminous boho braids in Mexico City. Of course, I went to my girl Andrea at goddess_braids. I've always been terrified to try lighter colors, but she's the queen of blending, so I knew that I could trust her with this assignment. She spent about an hour blending while they blow dried my hair, and we finally got to the perfect color I wanted. Now we had 3 girls, at some points 4, up to work on my hair. It was really a team effort. Even with the language barrier, Andrea is the most communicative stylist I've ever had. She checks in with me, is willing to take feedback, and if I don't like something, she's always able to make a change. This is only my 3rd appointment with her, but I trust this girl with my life, genuinely. We finished around 1 in the morning, and the finished look had me gagged.
It's pretty.
I am so obsessed with this blonde baddie alter ego. You cannot tell me nothing. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.
I want to come with me and my mullet pro to get my hair braided in Mexico.
It's the same girl.
Let me start by telling y'all that my braided shop is in the suburbs with the fresas, so I had to go through security. Then they acted like they didn't understand Tengo una cita por mi cabello, so I had to start playing charades. So after top flight security let me through, I headed to the braid shop. It's called a fix salon, and the owner is none other than Miss Sophie. Sophie, she's been here in Mexico for 5 years. Her Spanish is great. She hires locals, and she's been doing my hair since 2021, so that's all you need to know. When Sophie braids your hair, the hair is always included. She tried to talk me into doing this midnight blue and took me outside to see how it shined in the sun. No, ma'am. Brown with a splash of blonde, me please, and thanks. That's it. So while she was blending my hair, my stomach told me to go to this cafe next door, and I ordered the first thing that had meat on it. When I got back to the shop, Sophie was ready to get started on my hair, and my food and I were ready to rumble too, so let's get down to business. Sophie was actually the one that suggested these twists, and I was a little nervous because I haven't done twists in forever. As she kept going, I was like, okay, I kind of like this. At this point, I think I was starting to fall in love with my hair, but I was like, simmer down, Karina. Let's wait until the end. Oh yeah, baby, by the end, I was in love. I was like, twist me, baby, like you never twist before. Then she dipped the ends and look at my hair. I really loved my hair, and Sophie is the only braider I trust here in Mexico. So, time to drop the top. Let's go.
We're not going to believe how much I paid to get these braids done in Dominican Republic. So it was definitely an early morning for me. I wanted to be there first because it was first come, first serve. So I got me a matcha, and it cracked me up how they spell my name because this is exactly how my Dominican neighbor spells my name. I mean, phonetically in Spanish, it's correct. Lidi. I had to get this cute little photo op too. Thankfully, the place was super close to my hotel, so I didn't have to go very far, and it was very easy to find. And as soon as I walked in, I immediately noticed this gorgeous pillar. I wish I knew the artist so that I could tag them. There were a couple people ahead of me, but I only waited about 20 minutes before they washed my hair. They provided the bundles, they even mixed the hair for me. I did ask them to put a little bit more of the blonde, and I wasn't expecting to go this blonde, but I actually ended up loving it at the end of the day. And of course, I had to order some lunch because I was super duper hungry. But let me tell you about my girl Fenna though, because why did she eat down on these braids? She worked by herself on these medium boho knotless waist length braids. Well, they called these small. I'm not too sure. This is my very first time getting them done. But she was so quick. Took about 5.5 hours. The parts were super clean and neat. Attention to detail, immaculate. I absolutely love them. I spent just under $90. This included the washing, the blow drying, the bundles, and the braids. And I'll include more details in the caption, but I will definitely be coming back. This is Masalo Beauty Salon in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic.
Come with me to get my hair braided in China. A few days before, I met a girl in the club. Her braids were fresh. So I immediately asked who her stylist was because I could not go another day with my hair looking how it was. So after getting her contact information, I immediately booked an appointment. I was a little skeptical because it wasn't a hair salon. It was like an office. I also had to wash and blow dry my own hair, which was fine. She didn't really braid tight, but it was a while since I had got my hair done. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm one of those people that continue to check to make sure it's exactly how I want it. And I'm not ashamed. But this lady right here was doing her thing. We first started off a little rocky because she spoke French. So I just called my friend who spoke French. Like, she just had an attitude. I think she also said my head was big. But after a while, she got into the flow of things and everything was we were definitely there for some hours. I thought I wanted my braids curly, but I changed my mind at the end. My friends were texting and calling me, telling me to hurry to the club. My driver overheard this and was doing 100. But yes, I went straight to the club after getting my hair done. But to be honest, these are some of the best braids I've ever had. I paid about $120 and I definitely recommend it.
Hey guys, get my hair braided with me in Ho Chi Minh City. I don't really know where I'm meant to be going, but I think I'm here.
China. Oh, that's nice.
Guys, I literally just got out. She fucking ate. She ate hard. Look at my hair. She ate.
Oh, that's nice.
She ate so hard. She did that. She did my edges too.
Very nice.
I'm spending the month in Bali and trying out different beauty services, so let's get my hair braided and see how it goes. The name of the place is Mock Salon and it's located in the Seminyak Kuta area. Here's what the salon looks like, and I got my hair washed and blow dried. I'm hosting 2 group trips, so I decided to go with blonde so I would be easily identified by my travelers in the group. The 2 ladies that did my hair were Indonesian, but they definitely had that grip. You know the one I'm talking about, and they had me in and out of the salon in less than 4 hours, which I appreciate. So here are the results, and I think they came out cute. I've gotten a lot of compliments on my hair.
I like them.
The salon was so sweet, and I would definitely come back. And here are the prices for their braiding services, so pause and screenshot to save this info. Overall, with the hair washing, blow dry, braiding hair, and service, the total cost was around $120, paid in Indonesian rupiah, and they do accept card payments. If you need help planning your epic Bali adventure, make sure to grab my Bali itinerary for spa.
That's right, girl.
Hey girlie, come with me to get my hair braided in Bali. We're in the center of Canggu at the well-known Charlotta Salon. This salon is cute and colorful. That's what made me stop in on a Saturday to check out their work. They were super busy, so I told them I'll come back the next day to have Anna braid my hair. They told me only 800,000 rupiah or $52 for 6-stitch braids with hair included.
Oh my God, it look good.
Wash, it is an extra 100,000 rupiah or $7. Yes, 7. Anna was fast. She gave me what I wanted, and she was super, super sweet and gentle with my hair. They threw in these extra jewels at the end for free, which I thought was super cute. This style took only 1 hour from start to finish. I decided to rock this style in 2 buns, but yes, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.
So as I was going through all these big life changes, I thought,
this is Bali. I'm gonna have to try to talk over this because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this out.
My friends and family that I was gonna do it, they were like, "This is very high maintenance."
Girl, who was doing hair every day?
And you know what, friends, you were right. But I had to do it because I had to
pretty though,
through, and it was in my mind, and I just had to make it happen. So here I am living in Asia, and it's humid and rainy every other day, and so I experimented with scarves and hats. Ultimately, felt like this hairstyle did not allow me to be the free girl that I like to be, so I decided to get my hair done. Now, finding a hair salon that specializes in black hair is always a challenge when you're outside of the US or Africa, but I heard about Charlotta Salon and I had to check it out. Now, I actually wanted passion twists, so I had my girl who was coming to Bali from the US bring this hair, and I brought the hair to them. They had great customer service, offered coffee and water, and made sure that I was comfortable the whole time. Now, a hairstyle that would take 8 hours to do took about 2.5 hours with all the hands on deck, and I loved it. Also, they had the best music, so it was such a
that's
vibe in
different.
there. The ladies were so sweet, friendly, and kind. I will be back. If you're in Bali looking to get your hair braided for a reasonable price, you should check out Charlotta's salon. You won't be disappointed.
Guys, I decided to switch up my hair and do something I have never done before. We are getting individual box braids, period, while in Bali. So this place right here, Hair Braiding, Bali and Spa, was the best on Google ratings. She had me in and out. She comes to the spot, brings the hair, 1.8 million rupiah, and 3 hours later, we are done. And she said I can keep them up to 3 months. I'm feeling myself, you guys. Hair Braiding, Bali and
Wow,
Spa
look good.
on Instagram.
Very good.
Okay, y'all, come with me. Today, I'm going to get my hair done for the first time in Bangkok, Thailand. I went to this place called Lemire Braidscape, and y'all, it was such a vibe. You see my girl right there? That is the owner. She is so sweet. She's a ministry leader as well. She does a lot of stuff within the community. Y'all see my wig? Y'all see it? Look at my roof. Look at my roof. But anyway, I just love the aesthetic that she has going here. She's from Cameroon, which is like Central Africa, I believe. She's so sweet. Y'all, she had me up in there crying, you know, because we was up in there. You know how I be in the salon, girl talk, you know. Such a vibe, y'all. Complete vibe. I got knotless braids. I have been looking for somebody, a great braider for a long time. And
wow.
I found her. Yeah, y'all see it. So if you are ever in Bangkok, Thailand, if you're planning to travel to Thailand, or you're going to be here long term, or you're already here, make sure y'all hit up my girls at Lemire Braidscape and tell her
$120.
B sent y'all, or the Black in Bangkok community sent y'all. If you are a part of the Black,
I don't know what the community is, but $120 for that length of hair, 2 people braiding.
Of your service, but you got to make sure you following us on Instagram and you in our WhatsApp group. Don't be just trying to get A. But yeah, let me know what y'all think of my braid.
And they braid short hair. Girl, what? A couple months ago, I did the really big chop. I mean, I'm talking about cutting my hair down to level 0. My goal wasn't to stay bald. I wanted to go ahead and start my natural hair journey. I'm telling y'all, that was something big. Once my hair grew to about 1 inch, I was like, yes. I was calling all the braid shops in Thailand to see if somebody could grip my hair. I called up my favorite braid shop, which is Lock. He was like, send me a video of your hair. I was like, okay. Fingers crossed, but I hope you can grip it. I remember that my good Liberian sis worked there. So I just knew with every bone in my body, I was going to be in good hands. My hair was barely 1 inch, y'all. Not gonna lie to y'all, I did go to another shop before, and they just could not get the job done. I'm talking about hair sticking outside of the braids. It wasn't a pretty sight, y'all. I can see sis back there. She was working. She assured that now piece of hair was sticking up outside the braid. And I was highly unsure about this color, but she was like, yes, Myra, this is the one. I normally would have added black, but I didn't this time. This was just 27 and 30. And I was like, maybe this is gonna be too bright for my skin. This is the brightest I've ever gone with hair in my head. When you add the black, it kind of balances off. As you can see, now it's about 3 people in my head. That's how it is, y'all. They work as a team. Someone else helped finish the braids on down. Just to ensure that hair was tucked in. Good sis, she started them all off. Not gonna lie to y'all, I was definitely a little nervous. You would have seen the results from the previous shop, you would have been scared for me too. You would have been like, girl, just sit down and wait a minute. Just let that hair grow out some more. I only got down to the last braid and we was all jumping for joy. These braids were past my ass cheeks. Y'all are gonna see in just a sec. I didn't mention it before. These are true knotless braids. This isn't my first time coming to Lockett, y'all. Like I said, this is my favorite braid shop. They do some really good work here. Everything was all finished. Here came the hot water gel. Oh, this is like the best part. You know when that steam just hits your scalp? Just look at the part, y'all. They were so neat. I loved everything about these braids. I should have kept them in longer than what I did. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I am a little salty right now with this shop. I paid 7,500 baht for these braids, which was an amazing price. I recently matched them for some shoulder length boho braids. And they tried to charge me the same price. I don't think that was quite right, but that's all right. They're one of the best braid shops in Thailand, hands down. You gotta give credit when it's due.
What's up, y'all? Yes, y'all see that caption. So come along with us as we travel to Bangkok, Thailand, so I can get my hair done. Before I left America, your girl already knew she was going to get her hair braided. I did my research on this salon, and all the reviews were great. So when you walk in, they have you choose your hair color and ask if you need a wash. I washed my hair the night before, so your girl was just ready to get in the chair. I cut my hair a few months back, and let me just tell y'all something. I ain't never doing that shit again. But y'all, your girls was going crazy. I asked them for knotless braids.
What's this?
Knotless braids is what I got, baby. I thought this part was so creative, the way that they create their curly pieces and put it in towards the end. But besides that, I was
Oh,
in and out.
wow.
My Thai girls did their thing, and it took them about 2.5 to 3 hours. Fire, right? So after that, we decided to just stay in Bangkok for a night. So we got us this amazing room, y'all, at this hotel.
To get your hair done in Thailand. So look, I don't know how much it costs for everybody else, but I know how much it costs for me. Living out here in Thailand, the weather is super hot. We all are normally either wearing natural hair or we have our hair in some sort of protective style. These are at least 20 days old, okay? I got a little bit of new growth already. I'm not sure what's going on here, but they're looking a little fuzzy. This one looks a little fuzzy. So Senegalese twist at this size was 2,500 baht, which is about 75 US dollars. And then the hair I bought from Lazada, $5.50 for the hair. Now,
That's
don't get me
still
wrong,
good.
it is synthetic. It's not human. It's just braiding hair. So total to get this hairstyle was $82, I think, for the hair and for the style. You can't beat it.
Hey y'all, I got my hair braided in Athens, Greece, and here's how it went. To my surprise, there were actually a few hairstylists in Athens who braided hair, but I decided to book an appointment with House of Braids. Miss J, the owner, was super sweet and spoke perfect English. When I arrived, she made sure I was really comfortable with a nice pillow. Her team was amazing, and I literally had like 5 women working on my hair at one time, so they got me in and out in under 4 hours. All right, I've just gotten out of my appointment. I absolutely love my hair so much, and the cost was 70 euros. Miss J and her team made me feel absolutely so gorgeous, so be sure to book with her if you need your braids done when you come to Greece. And of course, to learn more about living and traveling abroad, be sure to follow for more.
The day has finally come. I'm going to get my hair done. I'm so excited. It's been 1 month and something just dealing with my natural hair, and it's been so hard. I don't know how people stay with their natural hair, but it's been so hard. So today is the day.
I don't know why this music is playing, so I'm going to talk over this. But, you know, it's interesting that this is Italy. I wouldn't even think that you can get your hair braided in Italy. Me personally, I mean, I should know better, but... Oh, these are butterfly... What are they? Butterfly locks? Butterfly twists? What do you call it? How pretty.
I'm going to talk all about the experience of getting box braids in Italy, specifically Napoli, because I don't know about other places in Italy. So first of all, I've been going to the same place for about 2 years, obviously on and off because I don't live full time in Italy right now. But when I'm here and I do my hair, I always go to the same woman. Her name is Bintu. I love her. I've literally cried to her before. I trust this woman a lot. I'm just going to pop her Instagram here because then you can see the address, the location, other styles she does, blah, blah, blah. I would say that 90% of the time when I go and see her, I pretty much do the same thing. So wash, blow dry, box braids. She also provides a hair for box braids, which is great. Obviously a lesser expense for me. In the beginning, I was bringing my own hair and like, I can't even remember how that transition happened when I realized that she actually provides hair. So that's a thing. So that service, the wash, blow dry, and box braids is 110 euros. And that's just what I've been paying. And then like the 10% of the time that I go to her, sometimes like I should do this more often. I'll just do like a wash and blow dry and just leave my natural hair out. That's only 10 euros. The only con I would say is that after blow drying, and when I say they, sometimes she has like a woman, another person helping her. So they, whatever, don't use heat protectant on your actual natural hair. So, you know, like, I cringe every time, but like it's also my fault too. I should be bringing my heat protectant. She also sells products. I don't even know if she sells that, but that's just something I'm putting out there. Besides that, I think I hit on everything. She's super kind. She has like a coffee machine there. Obviously, if you want like an espresso or something, every time she's ordering from like the bar down the street, she'll not obviously, but wait, maybe it's just me. No, she's kind of like that. She'll ask everyone like, do you want something, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I recommend her. And obviously, if you have any other questions, just let me know and I will answer them as well.
Come with me to get braids for 100 euros in Paris. I started by getting a latte. I arrived at 9:15 for my appointment. They have appointment, but they also take people as walk-in. So if you can be there at 9, just be there. Because if you're not on time, they will
She look aggravated
before you. She started to do my braids, and I told her I didn't want to see too much of my scalp because those are knotless. So she told me, okay, you need micro braid sections. And I was like, wait, what? Anyways, it took her so much time. So she started the base, and then I was waiting to get somebody else to finish braiding all the hair. And to be honest, they had quite a lot of people, and they were going so much faster on other girls. Most of them were done by 3 hours or 2.5 hours. But for me, it took a little bit more time. Don't mind the gel or whatever is on my scalp, because this was not there after when I left. But then I asked her to redo the top one because I really felt like they were too big. It's not as thin as what I wanted, unfortunately. But you know what? Whatever. I only paid 100 euros. I stayed 6 hours in this salon, so all good.
My hair done showing. Basically, just showing you how my hair is looking. It's healthy. It's thriving. I'm very happy about this. And I had a breakdown during wash day, so I spontaneously decided to get it braided. And this is me on the way. I was happy about the weather. Finally, spring. And this is a place outside shop La Rose Belle, it's called. It's West Park, West and Wisconsin. And here we are braiding. Basically, I can say two things about this. A, you don't need any appointment here. You just call or just go, and she always has time. I love that. And B, it's really, really inexpensive. Like I paid 60 euros for this stuff. And compared to, I mean, you guys know, you know the deal, the prices nowadays. And I was quite happy. It's neat. It's, yeah, I can recover from wash day now. That's what it looks like. And please go check it out if you live in New York.
All right, y'all. So that's it, and that's all. How did y'all feel about the prices and the styles and the quality of service? You know, I really feel like instead of paying $800 before you go on your trip to get your hair braided, that this might be an alternative to take 4 hours out of your vacation day, or 6, 7, 8 hours, depending on how long they take, to go get your hair done by somebody in the country that you're visiting. I think that that is really cool, in my opinion, right? I don't know about the girl that went into the favelas in Brazil, because that must have been an adventure. But that's one of the ways that you get to see the cities, you get to see different areas. So I think I don't know if I would go by myself, though. I don't know if I would go by myself, but definitely I think that's an opportunity to do something different and to save money, more importantly, because these prices, even with the hair washing, the conditioning, and how they take care of these people's hair, girl, we ain't doing that in the United States. Granted, the cost of living here in the United States is way above most of these countries, but at the same time, it seems like, you know, they're pretty fair with their pricing. But how do you feel about that? If we're coming from the United States to go to a country where you're paying $40 for your braids, and that just includes the hair to wash and maybe a treatment, what you doing next time? I hope this has opened your eyes to, you know, the opportunity, or, you know, just the possibility of going to get your hair done in a country that you're going to go visit. Not that I'm taking anything away from our American girls, you know, I'm here with y'all, but I think it's an opportunity to save money, to do something different, and to say that, hey, I got my hair done in like Greece, Italy, Germany, all those places. Really? Yes. Anywho, guys, as always, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, sharing, liking, and all the things that I know you're going to do. And until the next video, guys, bye.